I am muted because I was trying to multitask. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me go ahead and rewind. All right. Hey y'all, it's Necey Dixon. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, y'all, welcome back. Today we are about to talk about Kandi and the Gang. I hope y'all had a chance to check out the show. I gave myself a good amount of time to check out the show. And I think we should talk about what your thoughts are, what your expectations are for the show. Hey, Alicia. Hey, Sephora. And y'all tell me in the comments, did y'all think that the episode was given? I'm not going to go too hard on the show yet because what I had to check myself, right? I feel like we will mess up the essence of the show if we compare Portia's bullshit to what we're about to watch on Kandi and the Gang. Because Kandi is, I think, is going to be giving a Atlanta Vanderpump. It's going to be some drama between the people who work there. It's going to be entertaining. The people who are casted on the show is entertaining. Y'all know how they hired some people back. Like, oh, you should come back, casting them for the show. But I just think that we cannot compare it to the drama and Portia's family mess, right? So overall, I think it was good, but I wasn't running down to YouTube to record the show, record my review, honestly. So I want to know y'all's thoughts. But with that being said, y'all, do me a favor, like the video. Y'all already know what to do whenever you're on your way in. Like the video, and we can get on into it. But I'm gonna post on YouTube, not YouTube. I'm trying to multitask and I can't think. I'm about to post on Instagram so more people know that we are live because this is definitely one of those things that I was just doing last minute. All right, so let's get into the graphics. Y'all like this thumbnail? Because this is going to be the thumbnail for every single episode, more than likely. Kandi looks really good. Every single scene she came in, she had the bundles. It was cute. The outfits were cute. Kandi looked like she slimmed down a little bit too. Love thick Kandi as well, but you could tell she slimmed down. And I think that, Philip is a good looking guy. I know that Philip probably ain't into the girlies like that, but I think he's good looking. Brandon's good looking as well. I think they have a lot of good looking people working for OLG Gang that's going to bring the drama. So this girl right here on the far left, I don't think that we've been introduced to her yet, but as far as the girl in the back, Chandrika and Dominique, or however they say it, on the right, we've been introduced to them. And Sephora, yeah, she said, that's a good point. I really wasn't feeling it because of Portia's shenanigans. Exactly. It just seemed like wholesome drama, which Portia has conditioned us to actually want to sit and see all the bullshit because I don't know, it was just kind of boring to me. So with that being said, I know T says she's not watching the show. She's just here for the review. That's fine by me, girl. So let's go ahead and get into the introductions. Let's go ahead and start with Kandi and Todd. Y'all already know Kandi and Todd. That's the whole reason why you came to the show. We see them at the beginning of the episode driving down to the restaurant and they're in the white G-Wagon. What's funny as hell to me is I'm so mad Mama Joy said you cannot trust two little people with big heads because every single time I see Kandi and Todd, I always say, you can't trust two little people with big heads. It's so irritating. Like, no lie. Mama Joyce, you have engraved that in my mind. Even whenever me and my fiance stand next to each other, we're not even little, but we almost the same height with big heads. And I always say you can't trust two same size people with big heads. So Kandi and Tucker are the owners of the business. It seems like they're really disconnected from what's been going on at OLG. OLG seems to be real mom and pop, okay, which is kind of a surprise because it is back behind Kandi Burr's money. But it's really a mom and pop shop, and the people who work there are like, girl, what? This the hood. We in the hood. They say that plain as day. So let's talk about the next ladies, which is Aunt Bertha and Mama Joyce and Aunt Nora. Y'all, I'm gonna fix the graphics. I did this at like 6 o'clock in the morning when my hair was tied down and I was letting it mold underneath my scarf. I was like, let me throw this together real quick. So let me go ahead and fix that for the next episode. But these are the OLG ladies, y'all, and they are funny AF, especially the clip that they showed of Mama Joyce throwing her wedges around. I was like, oh my gosh. Nora, she seemed like she liked to throw them paws. She said something about like a physical altercation in this episode, and it seems like in the episodes to come, she's gonna be threatening somebody, talking about don't make me throw down, or don't make me drag you like I did before. Bertha, she just comes with all the facial reactions. And that's pretty much it for OLG. So, as far as the main shit shakers, that's what I'm going to call them, because that's what they are employed to do. Okay. That is their purpose on this show. Let's start out with Don Juan. Obviously, y'all know Don Juan. Hey, Danielle. Hey, J Dub. Y'all know Don Juan, okay? I don't know. Y'all tell me if it's just me. But Don Juan really be irritating the hell out of me. Like, just off of nothing, okay? Don Juan irritates the hell out of me. Just because his personality type, to me, I didn't put Chandrika in blue for any reason at all. It was just like that already, and I don't know why. Hey, Sierra. Hey, Danielle. But thanks, J-Dub. Don Juan irritates me just because he reminds me of one of them overachieving ass coworkers who like to, work for cookies. And Don Juan, I think that's just his personality, because at this point in time, you already Kandi's right hand, left hand man, you know? So I don't think that he has to try hard, but he just irritates me. He just seems like a overachieving ass coworker where it's like, girl, sit your happy ass back, okay? We know what you're capable of. We know you the favorite. You ain't got to do too much, but it seems like Don Juan is always trying to do too much. That's just me. Okay, so I just gulped that tea. Let's move on to Philip, okay? So what we learned about Philip is he has been recruited to be the new operations director of Old Lady Gang. He was recruited from some probably primarily Caucasian owned restaurant agency. And he said it was really important for him to want to work for a Black owned business. So he decided to come to OLG. And one thing I will say is for sure, just based on my opinion, I don't feel like Philip is casted for the show. I think that Philip is good for the show, but I feel like he is genuinely serious about his restaurant business. But y'all, the way he was reading Chandrilla down, the way he was reading her down, talking about you're a greeter. I don't know. Maybe he really is serious about the restaurant side, but he does want to be on TV. Y'all tell me. Okay. And T says Don Juan wants a peach, right? Anyway, y'all killing me in the comments. Next, y'all, let's go ahead and talk about Chandrika. What I put in my caption is that Chandrika is basically the lazy host. She's been there since the beginning, but she ain't been doing shit. And I feel like she thinks that just because she's been there from the beginning, she deserves a front seat. Everybody else need to ride in the back seat, even though she ain't really doing nothing, you know? And for whatever reason, I'm glad that we get Kandi and Todd on this show, because Todd really balances Kandi out and brings in the common damn sense. Kandi feels like she should keep a lot of people around because they've been there from the beginning. That doesn't matter if you're not bringing nothing to the table, and that's what Todd said. So it doesn't seem like Chandrika is bringing anything to the table. At least that's the light that they put her in. She's from New York, and she lets it be known that she ain't no Georgia peach. So let's move on from Chandrika to Dominique. I heard them say Dominique and Dom Unique, and Kandi actually said Chandrika and Dominique's name completely different than the way that I heard them say it. So for a second, I was like, does Kandi know them like that? Do she really be in OLG like that? But who knows? Anyway, Dom Unique or Dominique, she is a dancer. She from Dade County, Miami. And yeah, She's been there from the beginning as well. She's a bartender while Chandrika is the host. They're good friends, but it also seems like Dominique has some sort of relations with Brandon. So let's move on from Dominique to talking about Brandon. Brandon, my note for him, I put the hoe. Now, I know damn well I probably mislabeled this man because so far we've only seen him have workplace relationships with Dominique. But it was just giving me, y'all tell me if I'm tripping, but this show kind of gave me like shop vibes, like Black Ink. Um, and maybe I'm tripping, but it was giving me Black Ink crew. Like Chandrika is Sky. And then all these other people are fraternizing in the shop and so on and so forth. I don't know. It's just giving me that. So anyway, Brandon, he came to Old Lady Gang a little bit after, but he's also been there for a really long time. He started out going there as a customer, but he was really choosing Dominique and he ended up getting a job there. So while Kandi and Todd have let us know about their struggles with general managers, I want to know why y'all have been through so many general managers. I feel like maybe it's a part of the industry. Maybe people don't stay general managers at the same place for a long time. But Kandi and Todd have been through 3 of them. And throughout the transitions, Brandon has been the one to hold it down, even though he's not professionally trained to be a general manager. It's giving mom and pop, okay? It's giving the chicken restaurant from the Shy, okay? Everybody, they mama, brother, cousin, auntie, daddy, girlfriend, baby mama is working at this place. And I'm like, y'all have more money than this, but okay, whatever. So, okay, y'all, I've already introduced y'all to OLG. So let's go ahead and get into the series of events. So during the show, this is the first thing they do. Kandi and Ty show up. Everybody's shaking in their MF and boots because they like, dang, Kandi and Ty don't never come around. So somebody is about to get fired. But no, Kandi and Todd show up to introduce Philip as the director of operations. And as soon as they do, Chandrika says, ugh, I don't like him. Like a little kid. I was immediately irritated that she had to voice her disdain to everybody. I can't stand this. Chandrika is giving the family member or the assistant who's with you from the beginning. And when you made it, they want everybody to know that you run shit. Like, yes, we're all Kandi's minions, but I'm her head minion. And let me show you how much I'm her head minion because I'm about to show my ass. And I feel like that's what Chandrika was doing whenever she wanted everybody to know that she could just say whatever she wanted to do, say whatever she wanted to say out loud. I don't like him. So after the meeting, Philip checks her. And this is what I'm talking about to y'all. Whenever you write J-Dub, it is absolutely giving Marceau and Tisha trying not to pay a GM. That's exactly what it's giving. I'm like, what's going on? So Philip pulls Chandrika to the side and he says to her, hey, I don't go back and forth with hourly employees. I don't go back and forth with hourly employees. You're a greeter. You're someone who I hire to fulfill a duty. And when he said that, I said, okay. Philip is Miss Shady Boots. And I won't even say that I'm mad at it. Because as much as you feel like you can show your ass, Chandrika, because you've been standing at the front door for 4 years, Philip is letting you know they pay me the big bucks to check your ass. So I didn't think Philip was doing too much whenever he said hourly employees, a greeter, because he was letting her know my money is much longer than yours for a reason. So if you want to do this power dynamic of who has more pull, we can do that. And I was like, sips tea, okay? She was. I screamed, I hollered. She was mad. She was mad as hell. That's why she started crying. So she starts crying and she's like, I can't do this job and these fucking people. And I'm like, Chandrika, no shade, okay? I know the restaurant industry is not an easy place to work, okay? I've never worked like in an actual restaurant. I worked at Starbucks when I was in college. I worked at a popcorn shack when I was in high school. But anything with that heavy foot traffic, having to balance plates and all that stuff, I've never had to do. But those types of things, I don't think y'all have me crying on a job. Not no damn hourly job where I'm standing at the door. Hi, how many? 4? Let me go seat you. It don't seem like she does anything anyway. So you would not catch me crying the way she was crying on the job because you stressed out about it. No, you weren't stressed. You was embarrassed because you got checked. Oh, Sam J. Yes, Sam J. She said, is that a Fenty onesie? It is. This is my Fenty onesie that I wear all day. I love this Fenty onesie. But yeah, no, Mary said that's why I never applied it. No, I never applied at a restaurant ever. Even when I was 16, all my friends was working at restaurants and my parents wouldn't let me. They were like, no, we're not gonna let you. And I understand why they did that. And I'm actually glad because people are trash. But anyway, it don't seem like she's doing too much for her to be crying like that. So now Chandrika, through her embarrassment, she continues to go back to work for all of 30 seconds. And she goes over to her girl, Dominique, and is like, man, I can't stand his ass. He just said yada yada. And Philip was like, didn't we just have a discussion? If you can't do your work without talking about yada yada yada, then you can go home. Go home, Chandrika. And when he said that, I was like, okay. Number one, I'm not saying I was excited for her to get her hours cut, but that's honestly something that I would do. Like, Philip is me at this point because that's the shit you be wanting to say to people, but you don't always say. So for him to be like, girl, you playing with me? Okay, we're gonna cut your hours. Anybody can stand at that door and say hello, goodbye. So he sent her home. So let's speak about Kandi and Todd's reactions to Chandrika being sent home. They talked about it for a brief second, but Kandi didn't feel like it was necessary. I'm like, okay. Whereas Todd was like, I would have done the same thing. And Kandi was like, that's probably why Todd and Philip get along because he would have done the same thing. Todd, you keep coming up with these business ideas, okay? Because if you allow, something is telling me that a lot of the business mom and pop feel is coming from Kandi because Kandi is just like, oh, they're a nice person. They can stay around. Whereas Todd is about his business. Todd has no loyalty to these people the way that you do. So I'm like, yeah, yes, Monique, say it again. Chandrika came back with a new attitude. She did. I noticed that because he cut her damn hours. I also want to know what else. Did Chandrika ever say what else she was doing? Because I don't know how you can make it just hosting for 4 years. Not with this type of inflation. Not with this type of inflation. But I don't think Chandrika ever said what her second job was. If she did, I didn't take note of it. We know that Dominique is a dancer. And Old Lady Gang is her second job. But they didn't really say what Chandrika did. So I know she don't be playing about her hours if that's your primary source of income. So Kandi goes to visit OLG, her aunties and her mama, to talk to them about the business, but she talks to them separately because she wants to know what each of them think. Bertha says the employees ain't worth a damn. She says, Chandrilla got an attitude. She couldn't even remember the lady name. And she was like, yeah, the one who used to work there. Kandi was like, no, she still works there, Aunt Bertha. Then you see Mama Joyce talking about Brandon don't care about the place. He told me he don't give a damn about the place, and he said it to my face. Then Aunt Nora, this the one who I told y'all I feel like she liked to put them paws on the girls. Okay, she used to fight back in the day, and she will let you know that she still get down with the get down. Aunt Nora was saying something about, she was talking to one of the employees and she was like, I'm not one of these little girls. I'm like, okay, I'm not your friend. I'm not your friend. So it's just funny to see all of their thoughts on Old Lady Gang, because they know that it's a hot mess. But while I only thought that the drama was going to be coming from these cast members, I feel like OLG is going to come with the drama this season as well. And low key, I feel like their drama might actually be better than the rest of the cast drama. So let me go ahead and introduce y'all to Tauren. So finally we meet Tauren, and he is the event planner. He reminded me. I'm gonna tell y'all in a second. Okay, let's just get to Tauren. So Tauren is the event planner. He used to plan Friday night events at Old Lady Gang, different themes, and it used to be lit, right? But then he ended up leaving because he said he felt like he was stretched too thin, and he ended up quitting. So not only was he the event planner, but he was still, a employee of Old Lady Gang doing all of the regular day-to-day functions. This reminded me of when Kandi was on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and y'all remind me, and I need a new chair. I need to oil my chair because every time I move, it's getting out of hand. But anyway, y'all remind me what happened on Real Housewives of Atlanta. It was a boy on there, and I want to say his name was like Brandon or something. And you remember whenever Kandi was with Phaedra, and Kandi was working on, I think she was working on the play or something like that. And the boy was trying to sue Kandi for unpaid hours. Do y'all remember that? Tauren and him saying that he was stretched too thin, low key made me think about whenever Kandi had that boy as her assistant and he claimed that he had unpaid hours from Kandi. Because now I'm like, did he have unpaid hours? Because it might be a possibility the way that these people, Johnny, thank you, Ayana. His name was Johnny. I knew it was something basic, but Johnny was the one who was trying to sue Kandi for unpaid hours. And it just made me think about the way that she handles her businesses. So Tauren wants to come back. I'm sure you was probably working like a damn dog, Tauren, but you heard that they was filming for Old Lady Gang and you had to get your first and last name on the Bravo website. And I ain't mad at you, okay? Use them. So let's move on from Tauren. It seems like he's planning an event. They're about to get ready to have the Old Lady Gang reunion. And like I told y'all, let's see, Nola. Nola says, yes, ma'am. He was working all them hours and didn't want pay. Kandi and Ty give cheap employees. Yeah, I get it. Alicia said, Kandi got too much money to be running a restaurant like that. Facts. Facts. This ain't Vanderpump. Like, I don't know why this reminds me so much of Black Ink Crew. It just does. Okay. So we end up seeing the Old Lady Gang reunion, right? And this is basically just one of those events that you can tell production called into play so they could introduce you to all of the cast members. So that way, the entertaining people who they want to be on TV can have a reason to come back and work for Old Lady Gang. Trust and believe, y'all. These people want... Hold on. Y'all about to laugh y'all's asses off once I start telling y'all about Rashard. So anyway, it's the Old Lady Gang reunion. Brandon and Dominique get real flirty. Dominique is saying she need to stop touching him in public. And every time you see Dominique, she got a drink in her hand. She got a drink in her hand. She got a drink. She got another drink. She got drinks in her hand and she is getting lit. Then we get introduced to Brian Redmond, who is at the bottom. Brian shows up with his damn toupee on his head. That's a lace front. I'm sorry, it's a lace front. It's not a toupee. Whatever. I feel like whenever you say toupee, you try to add money to it. You try to add old white wealth to it. But it's a lace front, okay? We seeing all the dudes wear the lace fronts on social media, okay? Do whatever you feel, Brian. So Brian shows up and he is advertising his own food business, which is like some sort of Southern egg roll. They actually end up showing his egg roll on TV. And I was like, wow, Kandi let you make the cut. She must really like you, Brian, because what I feel like Kandi is doing is trying to put everybody on. Everybody who is willing to come on TV and show their asses is at Old Lady Gang reunion because they're going to be the ones to do all the work for the show. And Kandi knows that. I feel like she's trying to put her people on. So he ended up promoting his own stuff. He has a conversation with Kandi, and Kandi was like, yeah, come on back. You want to come back? Come back. So he says, yeah, when you want me to start? Tomorrow? When he said, do you want me to start tomorrow? He looking at them cameras like, yeah, I'm ready. Mic me up. He was already mic'd up, okay? So now we get introduced to Rashard. And this is the one that is too funny to me because something about just Rashard's personality is hilarious to me without him doing anything. The fashions, because he talks about how well dressed he is. Rashard is currently the host at Kandi and Todd's steak restaurant, which is called Blaze. Blaze is supposedly upscale compared to what they got going on at Old Lady Gang. So she ends up asking Rashard to come and give Chandrika some pointers because Chandrika could really use some tips from him. That's what I don't understand. Chandrika been the host since the doors damn opened. And Blaze has only been open for what, a year and a half, maybe? And you got Rashard showing her how to host. Why keep people around if they can't do nothing for you? But y'all, this is a TV show, not real life. So anyway, Dominique is drunk. She pretends that she's gonna throw up, which took me out because I throw up when I see people throw up, and I was just like, ugh, I can't watch it. Anyway, she didn't throw up, but Todd was sure to turn off, close that open bar, close it down. So let's go ahead and go to the next day. So it's Rashard's first day on the job. And what took me the hell out was this boy said, I'm making less money. Okay, Rashard. This is whenever somebody says this says more about Kandi than it does about Rashard. Kandi asked Rashard to come from Blaze to Old Lady Gang to show Chandrika how to host. Blaze is more upscale, so he was getting paid more at Blaze. But he decided to come to Old Lady Gang to make less money, but to be filmed. Y'all get it? And Kandi knew that he wanted to be filmed. So she tried to use it to her benefit and pay him less. Now, while I get it, while I get the trade of things, Kandi, that boy probably is only making $3 more an hour at Blaze. You couldn't have just gave this boy the same $3 at OLG. I feel like she should have, honored his same pay, especially since you have him training a veteran host. You have him training a veteran host. So I'm just like, Kandi, I know what you're trying to do. While it's a fair trade-off, I know you got the extra $3 an hour. And you asking him to train this other host. But I'm like, okay. So Chandrika was late, of course. She walked in down to the millisecond of the place opening up. It was chaotic AF. I heard them saying that it was going to be 2-hour waits. She was sending people upstairs, sending people downstairs to sit at the open bar. I mean, not the open bar, to sit at the bar until their tables were ready. And I'm just like, wow. I've never been to OLG, but my friend went, and I think she said they waited an hour, which isn't too bad. But 2 hours, I don't know about it. What's funny is I've never heard anyone talk about the food at Old Lady Gang. And what's even funnier is one of the girls, I can't remember which one it was, either Chandrika or Dominique, they were throwing shade at the quality of the food at Old Lady Gang. I'm just like, damn. J-Dub, he said Kandi was saving that extra $24 for a new generator. Shoot, had to, right? So anyway, let's talk about Brandon and Dom a little bit. We see them downstairs talking, and Brandon says to Dominique, what are you doing after work? And Dominique says, are you trying to ask me on a date? And he says, yeah, y'all, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Okay. I don't know what time Old Lady Gang closes. Let me look it up. Let me see what time Old Lady Gang closes on a Saturday. And let's see what dates are happening after that time. Old Lady Gang Atlanta. Okay, so on Saturdays, Old Lady Gang closes at 10 p.m. Dominique, where did you think this man was asking you on a date? Okay, he already said y'all sexual chemistry on a scale of 1 to 10 was at a 25. You said y'all sexual chemistry on a 1 to 10 was at 100,000. And I'm like, if this man wanted to take you on a date, he would have said, what days are you off? What days are you off for work? This man said, what you doing after this? Okay. Yes. Okay. Netflix and chill. T says, booty call. You don't even have to check. Nope. Quick smash. What you mean? Right. Yep. Even their call, T. If it closes at 10, staff don't get out. And I know it takes more than 30 minutes to close. If they close at 10, you really getting the last wave of people at about 10:45. Y'all probably count down them registers. You probably really getting home about 11:30, 12. So I'm just like, okay. Cassandra says everything is open late in Atlanta. That is true. On a Saturday, he could have took her to a little hookah bar or something like that. But I don't think that was his intention. So while they're having that conversation, all of a sudden it's a big power outage. And I started laughing my ass off because Philip ended up saying, close the doors. We can't let them leave. Philip started going into a panic because he knew that people was going to start walking out on their checks. And I was like, wow, he's really trying to detain these people to make sure that they get their money, because that's a lot of money that they would be missing out on. So apparently the electricity was out for about 10 minutes before Kandi showed up. And I don't know what Kandi was supposed to do by showing up, but she did. And all of the employees were kind of just sitting around. We see Brandon sitting around. We see Dom sitting around. We see the chef chilling. And Philip walks over and he says, hey, I know that the power's out, but you need to see what we can do in the kitchen. They say, how are you supposed to cook in the dark? I'm just like, damn, Philip. That was the one part where I'm like, Philip, I really do agree with a lot of what you're doing, but having this man cook in the dark, I'd rather not. Don't serve me no food that's been cooked in the dark, because I need you to see everything. But whatever. So while that's going on, Philip is talking to Kandi, and Kandi lets him know that this is a regular thing. A regular thing. Your restaurant that you run regularly, you know, the electricity goes out. Like, that's a normal thing. I'm not understanding at all. So Philip was like, y'all don't have a generator? We probably should get a backup generator. You probably should. Old Lady Gang, I don't know how long Old Lady Gang has been open for at this point, but for that to be a regular thing is just insane to me. And while I have y'all on the line, we should probably do something fun. Let's look up the reviews for Old Lady Gang together. I just want to know what the people are saying. Because that was unacceptable. The episode pretty much ends there. But ain't no way. I'm right there with all y'all. Ain't no way I would have paid for no food and I'm sitting in the dark. You eating using the sunlight to see. So if this will load, I'm about to pull up some Old Lady Gang reviews so we can look at them together. The tea is piping hot. Okay. 3.5 stars, but I do want to see what some of the people are saying specifically. Okay, that's a 4-star review. Spent Christmas in Atlanta, wanted to try Old Lady Gang out. The greeter with the red eyes. Oh, who's she talking about? And our waiter were really nice. Red eyes. The greeter made sure we got a picture with Aunt Bertha, which I thought was cool. Food didn't take long to come out, blah, blah, blah. Chicken was good and crispy. The price for the food was steep, but I would do it all over again. I'm not criticizing nor complaining because I love Kandi and her family. Just an honest review. That's pretty nice, okay? That is pretty nice. 4 stars. To me, this looks like regular food. I don't know what the chicken tastes like. It does look a little bit salty, but don't look bad, don't look horrible. The 4-star review was pretty decent. There was a 2-star review under that and another 2-star review. Oop, I just saw the word salty. Let's get into that. So somebody says 2 out of 5 stars 3 weeks ago. Let's just say $93 for salty greens. Okay, mac and cheese. Captain J fried wings wasn't what I expected. The waitress was friendly and helpful. The DJ definitely livened up the space. I just think some revamping or change of seasoning would make this a great place. Another 4-star review. It seems like it's very, very mixed. One person 3 months ago said it was a 45-minute wait. They were asked if they wanted to go to the lounge, which was popping. Okay, so it was fair. The lounge was popping. 5 minutes to get the drinks. Fried chicken came out. The chicken breast was burnt. Fried chicken was missing salt, so maybe the chicken isn't salty like I thought. Ooh, they said the mashed potatoes were drier than Popeye's biscuits. Let me take a sip of my tea because that just made my throat sore. They say the mac and cheese was good and flavorful. Atmosphere was good. Happy faces, blah, blah, blah. Went to the restroom. It was a mess. Oh, no. Tragic. Okay. So what I'm seeing is it's a lot of mixed reviews for this place. Somebody said look salty. No, it did. Let me find that comment. Look salty. Mary, some food can look salty. You can tell whenever somebody put way too much slap your mama seasoning on it and it's just all red because they drenched it and slap your mama seasoning on it. And that's the vibe I was getting. Let's see. Yeah, Shay, you're right. They have been open for I thought it was 3 or 4 years. That's exactly what I was thinking. Red eyes meant she was high. Right. That's what I was thinking too. Red eyes meant she was high. Yeah, a lot of people are hearing hit or miss. Y'all say look at the most recent. Yeah, Sephora, I didn't go to Yelp because I feel like Yelp has the most harsh reviews. I typically only review on Yelp whenever somebody pissed me off. I'll be like, yeah, let me run up Yelp right now. Nola, I did see the comment where they said they serve salty glory greens. I don't know. When my friend went, she said that the food was just okay. But overall, I think people are going for the experience to see OLG, to potentially see Kandi. Kandi was walking around apologizing to people, which was nice. But this is what I want y'all to answer from me. Do y'all think that Philip is still currently employed at OLG? Do y'all think he is? Do y'all think that he quit? Or do y'all think that he possibly could have gotten a boot? Because it looks like in future episodes, he said something to Kandi that's way out of line. And Kandi was like, no, I write your checks. And I was like, I don't know. Now, another thing that we're going to see in the future episodes is old lady gang. It looked like they were arguing with somebody. It looked like it was somebody in the family because the girl that they were arguing with looked just like them. I might be making this up, but for some reason, I want to say her name was like Cousin Joy. I may have made that up, but I really do feel like it was one of her cousins that was on the ski trip. They were arguing. Aunt Nora said something about don't make me drag you like I did all them years ago. I was like, ooh, I can't wait to see what their drama is going to be about. And even more so, there's going to be more drama because it seems like Chandrilla is messing around with cousin, I think his name is Frank, which is the one that's right above Philip next to Don Juan. So yeah, and I also want to know who this new girl is because I'm sure that Brandon, who got the eyes for the girls who work for OLG is going to be choosing her just as much as he's choosing Dominique. So Kandi knows how to cast them. Kandi is like, if you want to use me, I'm using you. Taylor Ann, go to church. That's exactly what they said in the argument, okay? And then to answer the question, Alicia says, yes, she thinks that Philip is still working for OLG. J Dub says Philip will still be there because Kandi is too nice. Ashley Marr says, maybe. Sanwana says, Philip is still there. Kandi dropped a video with him today. Then why all the bad reviews? Because Philip, you seem like you was really about that business. So I hope that you've made a positive impact on the restaurant. And I might have to go ahead and take a trip to Atlanta just so I can go to the restaurant. That would be too cute to vlog, but I bet they don't let y'all record in there. I bet. Okay. Well, y'all, I have to say, this episode really didn't give like that, but I'm not going to be too hard on it because I really found myself comparing it to the bullshit that was Portia's Family Mess. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give this show a chance. I'm going to try to review it on Mondays, but I didn't get around to it today because nothing was really that exciting about it to me. So I hope y'all enjoyed our little conversation. It was fun looking at these reviews with y'all. And then I will see y'all on Thursday to talk about Married at First Sight. So like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.